not how we normally see you, but we're here and we're so excited. Tell us why, Mrs. Lahala.
So we're coming to you live from McKinley High School because, as you know, everybody's home for the next 2 weeks. And so we decided that leadership doesn't stop because you're at home. So we're actually going to bring the leadership to you.
You're welcome.
YouTube. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And so, again, my name is Mrs. Lahala. I do the West Side Schools for facilitating.
I'm Miss Sheena. I'm at Roosevelt and Lanai.
I'm Miss Yosh. I am at Waipahu, Campbell, McKinley, and Mililani.
Miss Knox here, McKinley. Tigers.
And we'll also be joined by Miss Joy, who is all the Big Island schools. She does facilitating on the Big Island schools.
Yeah. So, we don't want to deprive you of the lessons that you would have learned if we were not dealing with coronavirus. So that being said, we're
Stinking corona.
Ugh, the worst. So what we're going to be doing is we are being innovative and creating sort of a fun like talk story time, because you know that my students know all I would love to do is just talk story with you all day. So you're getting your wish right now. So we're actually going to be talking today about one of the lessons we were going to be teaching you, which is about the 5 love languages.
Love in the time of coronavirus.
So if you are in AP English, you probably read love in the time of cholera. Cholera? Sure. I clearly didn't read that.
Cholera.
Cholera?
Cholera is more is the right way of saying
Like
it.
cauliflower.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
Like we're just going to change the history of the
Cholera
word.
sounds like cauliflower.
Love
Oh,
in the
that's
times
true.
of Corona.
This is going to be real fun, guys. It's going to be so fun. So what we're going to be talking about today is love languages and your specific love language and how we give and receive love. So let's jump right in. So Miss Sheena, tell us about the first love language we're going to talk about.
Ooh, so there's 5 love languages. The first one is words of affirmation or words of encouragement. This is my number 1, and a lot of the staff also has.
Mine too.
Well, everybody likes people saying
Actually, no,
nice
mine
things
is
to them,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, who's gonna be like, oh wait, no, don't say that
Yeah.
to me. That's not my language.
Don't be
Even
nice
if
to
you
me.
make like you don't like it, you like secretly
Yeah,
like it.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
secretly
really
likes
like it.
Yeah.
In fact, go ahead and write stuff about Miss Knox right now.
Oh, no.
Leave a comment.
Comments.
Or just save it for me when I come to class.
No. I called it first.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Okay, everyone likes nice things said about them, but for people who have words of affirmation at their very top, like this makes their heart go, yes, I'm so loved. And so, are we going to talk about how
Well,
it's like
when you say
given
at
and
the very,
received?
when you say at the very top, what are you talking about? Is there a test they're gonna take, or
There is a test.
At the end of this, you will take it.
there's a test.
Link
You're
in
gonna find
bio.
out.
If you're a words of affirmation person, if somebody says like, you look good today, or like, hey, you did a really good job on that, that fills your bucket,
Yeah.
right?
And it's not only like spoken words, it can
No.
also be written. Like I
Yes.
love to receive letters and I love to like write notes.
So if you like to write letters to your friends, if you like to receive letters, if you give compliments, if you're an encourager, chances are words of affirmation is one of your love languages. The second one, Mrs. Lahala, take us there.
Number 2. So words of affirmation, words are really, really important. Well, as you know with CTL, like your SBS, action is important too. So the second one is actually acts of service. So this means any kind of act of service that you can do. So for example, for you guys, it's helping you with your homework. It's helping with the laundry. You know those dishes that you really don't want to do for mom and dad?
Is it community service, Mrs. Lahala?
Maybe not exactly. Okay, so home service. I don't know. Like community
Home
depends on who your
service.
community is. If your community is everybody on this table, then yes, that's your community.
Oh, I like that.
So it's basically doing things for others.
Can somebody
Particularly,
give me another cup of tea right now? Because
I'm acts of service, Miss Knox.
Oh, that was good. I was like, is she serious?
I did because I already
The next one is my top love language, which is quality time.
Woo.
It's,
Sorry.
oh my gosh,
They
seriously.
keep like,
Okay, so basically quality time is what just did not happen, which is I like to get undivided. People with quality time like to have your undivided attention. Thank you. That usually means putting away your phones, putting away your laptops, just basically spending time with each other. It's not even necessarily about what it is that you're doing, but it's about who you're doing it with, right? So if you're one of these people, you really love to hang out with your friends. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You could go to get bubble tea or bubble tea, whatever. Go to the beach, or you just sit at home with each other, talk story and account, whatever. It's all about who you're with and the time that you're spending with them. So like if you're sitting on a couch together and you're just like on your phones, probably not the best form of quality time. But if you're like playing games or watching, I don't know, anything that, again, that fills your bucket. And then what kind of bums you out is when people cancel on plans because you're like looking forward to hanging out with them, and then they're like, oh sorry, I cannot. And so to them, quality time may not be their love language. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. it just means that that's not their love language. But you know that you like to spend time. Miss Lahela, take us to the next one.
Okay, so the next one is gifts. So I know what you're thinking. Spend all the money on that person? No, that's not what it's saying. So a gift could be just the thought that counts. So for example, Miss Sheena is really good at this because this morning she brought us some Sure Shot, what's it called?
Scones.
So just that thought of, yeah, I'm thinking about you, it makes all the difference. So it doesn't have to be like monetary. Like I spend $50 on you, so I love you $50 worth. It just means I was thinking about you.
No, but people do that, right?
They do.
Especially like in relationships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, sometimes the boyfriend feels like, oh, I gotta buy her this, buy her that, buy her this,
Tiffany's,
whatever, and that kind of thing. And it's like, I mean, it's nice, right? But
The homemade stuff is the nice.
Yeah. Because you know that it took time and thought and
Mm-hmm.
effort. Yeah. And so for even the Sure Shot scones, she took time to go to Sure Shot. So now that we've talked about scones, that was a good segue. Miss Knox is going to tell us about one of my love languages as well.
So my love language, my top one, is physical touch, which sounds weird.
Don't get it twisted.
Which sounds weird, but it's just, you know, this thing. So like people, when people hug or people touch or that whole thing, this whole thing. Like yeah. Like for me, that's what I guess not means the most, but I get it right away. I was thinking like when you like Joy, I was thinking about you. Like when I see you, I just want to I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm totally hugging you right now. Like even just saying it and expressing it.
Totally.
Like if somebody told that to me, I would feel just as good.
Same.
You know, understanding that kind of thing. But I mean, apart from coronavirus, with physical touch, you kind of got to be a little bit careful because not everybody's comfortable with physical touch. There's a lot of people that are like, whoa, like stay back kind of thing. So you kind of got to be wise in how you do it. Some people can just like high five and it's cool.
Yeah.
And there's physical touch there. Or you kind of just do this thing and this thing. And some people, man, they'll bear hug you until you cannot breathe no more. So, you know, but you just gotta know each other and what people are comfortable with. So I mean, even though that's my thing, I'm not going around like all over people. I just once I get to know them and what they're comfortable with, and then I'll just go from there.
Totally. Exactly. Perfect. Way to go. We didn't even interject anything. Okay, so Sheena, can you tell us the importance of knowing why are we even talking about this, and why does knowing your love language and our love languages help you, and how does it help? How will it help them in their leadership?
Prior to coronavirus, most of our classes were on Empower Other Stack. And so we were talking a lot through the lessons about knowing your teammates better. And so this love language thing, it's really important not just for your friends and for your loved ones, but for your teammates to know how they give and receive love. Because just like we learned like with the conflict resolution stuff, like how everyone's a different animal and they deal with conflict differently, like people give and receive love differently.
Because it's also about like, this is part of the encourage the heart, the last E in MICE. And so one of the things that you, working together as a team, like building up your projects and succeeding, that's great. But if you don't know how to celebrate those wins, and some people celebrate wins by writing a really nice note, but if you're an acts of service person, you're like, great, a piece of paper with words on it, that means nothing to me. Just kidding, you're not that heartless. But like knowing your teammates, both with their conflict management, with their north, south, east, west, with all the things, like this is just another layer of building trust with the people that you're working with. And I think, you know, we all like to feel appreciated. I don't care who you are, even if you like think you're super hard, whatever. Everybody likes to feel appreciated. And so knowing how somebody feels the most appreciated is gonna yield so much more in the future of your projects. And again, like you said, they're not besties. Like people on your team, some of you guys don't even like each other. But if you want success within a team, you gotta know how to speak the language of others. But I think what's great about this is that you can utilize this time to really strengthen your other love languages. So I think this is gonna be a really good, interesting time for all of us to grow, because again, leadership isn't just what happens like, you know, in the classroom or with your projects, it's all the time, all the time.
24/7.
24/7. And so we have a challenge for you guys this week. We are gonna post,
drum roll.
drum roll please. And
let's try that one more time.
the audience was a little delayed, okay?
Yeah, what happened to our audience?
1, 2, 3.
You guys get to take the love languages test. We're gonna post the link below. I've always wanted to say that. We're gonna post the link below. So click on it, take it, and then if you check out our Instagram, CTL Hawaii, we're gonna have a poll for you guys to put to say which love language you are. Because I think it's gonna be really cool to see what happens.
Yeah.
And I think this is gonna be a really great opportunity for you guys, for all of us to grow in our leadership, even though we're not together. Oh, sorry. But yeah, just know that we love you so much. We miss you.
Love you.
You know, and we're gonna make it through, guys. Any other closing thoughts, friends?
Love. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Wash your hands.
Stay smart.
Yes. All right, we will see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Okay.